Good day, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos are for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal as long as you are on SIM. We're not responsible for your trade, and this is not a trading room. This is just an educational room. For the ones that just join us, you can follow the signals from the first column, and we just have an entry on the ES with the automated trade 33.62.50 as an entry, target 33.51.75. Right now we have 349 ticks from the market analyzer. This is based on one contract, and normally on the auto trade we use two contracts. At the same time, on the right upper corner, we have almost 300 ticks, which we use a scalper, and we will share. Those are my favorite, the scalpers, because no matter how the market is slow, you can always get your money on the scalper. And as we see the ES on the scalper, we're going to extend the trade, have a 575 on the ES. And we have right now we have 875 on the Nasdaq with the scalper, and actually your day is over. You can extend the target. The system is just estimate where the market is going to turn around, but you can estimate, the system estimate it, and if you want to extend the target, you can extend the target if you want to. So right here, right now, there's $1,000 on the Nasdaq and the ES, and this is a very affordable to trade. Right now on the swing trading, on the left upper corner, we have a new signal on the Nasdaq. Entry is 961.75, target 873.75, sell order. So we are in the right direction right now, and we will be sharing some other different type of an auto trade very soon once we get out of this one here. We will start sharing some other. Let me pick up something from the other auto trade. This is here is a total different auto trade. This is the E7 signal, and we have a lot of open position, but this is your E7 signal, and we'll try to get another one. We cannot fill up the we only use a minute, and we only have one chart. It's not on the minute, it's the CL, and on that CL we have we only have one chart. It's not like every day is a different chart. No, it is this one here. It is only one chart. The symmetry, we use 90 ticks on it, but also the CL you can use the minute. So this is the only tick. You can use any kind of tick charts. I mean, I'm not saying that, but the only one we have template for is the CL on the 90 ticks for some people if they don't want it to use the minutes. But we got right now 900 on the ES, 1400 on the ES, and then we're gonna extend the target a bit, see if we can go further with it. You don't have to do that because the system extends the target by itself. So right now, right here on the trades, we are $1,000. We hit the $1,000 on the ES and 1,500 on the NASDAQ. The swing trading also hit $500 to $600 on the swing trading. On the ES swing trading, now 675. I don't know where to put all this, but here it is. I mean, you know, and then we have the YM. This is 500. Your day is over, guys, and it is 10:07. Within 5-10 minutes, we are done, and there we go. We're done. I mean, we have 1,400, 1,000, 1,300, and 1,000. So we are done. And for the Russell, I have no room to put anything anymore in there, but it is on the right direction, and it's finished. It's finished. Nothing to trade anymore. For the guys that like the 1 minute ES, it is also, there we go. This is the ES 1 minute. You can use 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever you want. This is the ES 1 minute. I don't know where to put all those charts. And when we're talking about 1 minute auto trade, it's not just 1 minute auto trade. It's about statement, you know, because when your auto trade does not work on 1 minute, it's garbage. That is the end of it. That's why you see a lot of auto trades. One day they run on range bar, one day they run on a ranker bar, one day they run on 277 ticks, one day on 244 ticks, because the auto trade is not stable. The only time you bring stability on any auto trade when you are using minutes. That is a shortcut for all this nonsense. So the 1 minute, gentlemen, it is the statement. Stability, consistency. I don't know if tomorrow will make 100. I don't know if tomorrow will make 200. But when you can ride an auto trade on minutes, you have consistency and stability. I don't know how many fish will catch tomorrow, and I don't care. Welcome to trading. There is risk in the trading. If you cannot stomach it, leave it. But depends on the market movement, and we are in August months, and this is the worst months, like the Christmas. Around the Christmas, there is not much to do. We closed one trade on the ES based on the floor and fibs, because the trailing stops is based on the floor and fibs. And look at this, beautiful, beautiful. Forget the amount. The market almost hit the target, pulling back on the minor trailing stop. The minor trailing stop, it is a fib line, and then pull back, close one trade, and we still have a trade. This is a very professional trading. It's different than this kind of trading here. You know, you are at the mercy for the market. If the market is moving, you make money. The market is not moving, you're not going to make anything in it. But this is, again, on the NASDAQ. This is what is the art of trading. And there we go here. Pulling back, understand your situation in the market. This is the most critical for any trader. Understand your situation in the market. Evaluate what is going on in the market. And then the market came back, pulling back to the trailing stop. The trailing stop is a fib line, and then continue dropping, so you are aware of what's going on. The same story here, as you see here on the Russell, coming in, get stuck on that fib line, and now if we break that fib line, we are heading home free. So this is how it is. Another example, this is the scalper. This is another $400 on the scalper. Now we are breaking the resistance level. Even if you go ahead and manually take it a little bit up, when the fib lines come into the trailing stop, whatever you put it, is going to lift those trailing stop and move them to the proper places by themselves automatically. So this is, and now we have $800 on that trade. We can see what is the fib line at 61.2, and it's telling you, this auto trade, hey buddy, we have a problem here. Cash in or stay in and take more chances. And there we go. Look at this. The market come back exactly where we were expecting it. The market pulled back to the fib line. You are ahead of time always. You are always ahead of time. Once you understand your level in the market, you don't need an indicator. Let me show you an example. This is a chart of the basic zone we send. You can get it by itself without the full package. This is the basic zone, and the members have a little more advanced than that. But let me explain to you how simple it is. The system fired the short in here and tell you it's going to end up at 33.6775, your alpha. So it's all about fibs, alpha waves, combined signals. And then the system gave you short entry, and where it gave you the short entry from 33.7125. And for the last 28 years, all what I need after 28 years, I don't need enchilada. I don't want all this whatnots. All what I need to understand my levels, and I understand where is the breakout, and I understand where is the problem in the market. Once we understand the problem in the market, take any market, and those here, now I sound like a marketing guy, but try to understand those levels. After 28 years, that's all what I need to take any manual trade. That's all what I need to understand the market. And if we look at the NASDAQ, and this is 1 minute, if we look at the NASDAQ, the story is the same story. Everywhere is the same story. It gives you where is the resistance, support area, and where most likely. And this is only 1 minute. So if you want to use the 3 minutes, I can show you the 3 minutes. And this is less than $300. I mean, this is around $300 a year. So this is less than $1 a day. But this one here, wave all the indicators you have downloaded for the last 10 years. Because if you understand the levels in the market and the support and the resistance, you don't need to draw lines. You don't need to do anything. You just try to understand to move between lines. And then let the system give you the signals. Simple, powerful, stability. Now, 90% of the guys auto trade. There is nothing wrong with the auto trades. Are beautiful. I love auto trades if you know what you're doing. And if you understand how the market works, there is nothing wrong with that. But you cannot just turn on the auto trade and go on a picnic somewhere. You got to stay with it, understand how the market works, and where is your levels. Sadly, they don't. Especially auto traders don't even know how to run NinjaTrader. We're having a nightmare over some people don't even know how to run NinjaTrader, but they want to go live on an auto trade. Ain't gonna happen, buddy. It's not gonna happen. You have to learn your platform. You don't know your platform, you are in a big mess. So right now, the market is start turning around. We have a new trade here. And you can see how the market start turning around. That's very nice. We have a new signal on the scalper, buy at 33.6225, and immediately, look at this. This is the scalper. You need to see the winning and the losing. We just have fired an ES, and I tell you what, it's not going to go anywhere, that signal. Why? Very simple, guys. If we look on that new signal on the scalper, you can see how hard it is, the ES crossing a double resistance. It's going to take a lot more for the ES to cross a double resistance. Look at it. It's right in front of you in color. It's not the black and white. So immediately when the signal come out and you understand where is the problem in the market, you don't need to give that trade too much. Immediately you can move your trailing stop as close as it could be right below any fib line and limited your losses or your risk immediately. This kind of knowledge, this kind of understanding the market, how to deal between fib lines, and understand when the auto trade or the signal or anything you are doing is getting in trouble by facing a double resistance and a double support. You're not going to get away with it if you are auto trading. You're still going to have the same problem whether you are auto trading or manual trading. When the ES having a problem on a double resistance, it is a double resistance, and I don't care what kind of auto trade you are using, you're not going to get away with it. It's going to be losing trade on you. So refuge to auto trade without knowledge of your Ninja Trader or knowledge of your auto trade, it is a disaster. People forget to tell you that an auto trade is a beautiful thing, but you have to understand the knowledge. They skip that part. And you don't just turn on an auto trade and go honeymooning, that's for sure. And now on that, look, this is two people have the same auto trade, the same entry, does not mean they will make the same money. On that chart, we had over $1,200 in a profit. By not looking at your fib line, which we have put buttons to close immediately, by not looking at your fibs, walking away with $1,200, you're walking away with $575. Two traders, the same entry, the same auto trade, does not mean they will have the same profit at the end of the day. They will not. So a guy tell me, how much you think, and this is, you get a lot. Big businessmen have $2,000, and he want to get rich, not asking too much. He wants $5,000 every week. He have no knowledge. He have $2,000 in his hand, and he want to bang on the whole market. And then he asks you this question: how much you think I will make tomorrow? I don't know how much you will be making. You could be a disaster trader. You will not make anything. The only thing you're going to make in the market is a big banana. Where are you going to make the money from if you have no knowledge? So if you are using the same auto trade and you don't understand your levels, and one trader walk away with 1,000 and another trader maybe walk away with 200, so it's not the system, it's the guy who is running the auto trade. That's why I completely cut off those guys. They say, can we have a trial version? I don't want to deal with those guys. And I want them to skip me and go somewhere else. Because who's this guy? What he knows about the market? If you're going to give him an auto trade, what he's going to do with it? He's going to rack it. Because you don't know anything about this guy, how knowledgeable this guy is, or how disaster he is. You know, but just because he have a couple $1,000 in his back pocket does not allow him to be a trader. You know, he can have it as a hobby, but it does not allow him to be a trader. He's not a trader. You know, he's a disaster. Into this market, a disaster, not a trader. So this is where, guys, you can get in trouble in the market, whether you are auto trading or not. So this is life. you know. So pay attention to the market. Pay attention to the market. Understand if the market is chopped. Understand what is the problem in the market, and then you can start trading. So using the fib line, this is a very good start, and don't get lost with an indicator following the market like the MACDs, the ATRs and all this. They just follow the market. They're not doing anything. But once you understand how to trade good fibs, good levels, and you understand where is the entry, where is the problem in the market, then you are allowed to auto trade or a manual trade. Actually, once you start learning how to trade, and I'm not saying to put you in a room for 1 year sucking money out of you. No, you can learn and develop your own trading, and all what you need, whatever you have under your sleeve, or you can have this, whatever you have. And I understand now where is this NASDAQ at, or where is this ECL at, and I understand what to do from here. Once you learn those simple strategies, automatically you can start trading and you can start auto trading. I'm very much against the guy want to auto trade and not learning. Very much. In the last 12 years in the public, all what I have seen is disaster traders refuse to learn. And then we have tons of emails, tons for the last 12 years. They disappear for a year, 6 months, and they come back. They say, Sam, now I'm ready to learn, or go back to the earth and start to be in touch with the reality. So this is where there is no trader lost money and didn't come back to the market. There is not even one trader I know. He lost money and never come back. Once you start trading, it gets in your blood and stays in your blood, and you never can get it out of your mind. So no matter how much you can walk away from the market, you're going to come back. So what I'm trying to say, when you come back the second time and the third time, you are more mature trader. You're not just a disaster trader trying to have a shortcut in a business that does not belong to you. So this is reality. So you can see there is a big impact when a guy come back. He start listening, and he start understanding and respecting the market. He is not all over the place, and trying to get outsmart the market. The market outsmart every one of us in here. Every one of us can outsmart us. If I turn around, this market can bite me within 5 minutes. So sometimes when I'm going here and I'm all over the places and I skip a few charts, when I skip a few charts, all what I see is a disaster immediately on those trades. Why? Because I don't have my eye on them. I don't understand where is those levels. I don't understand if the market is getting in trouble or not, and then they slip right under my nose. So and other things, guys, please, for those guys, they go after those commercial, you're fooling yourself. There is no commercial that's going to put you $50,000 in your bank every month. This is myth. This is a scam. If you're not going to learn it, stay away from it. If you're not willing to put time in it, stay away from it. Don't bring people to this mess. Don't bring your family to this mess either. Hi. So, so let's see what we have here. Right now, the market is turning around. There is no trade. We only have the NASDAQ long. I don't see any trade in here. And let me see. There is no trades. No trades right now. Look, this is what we have been talking about when the signal came in on the scalper, and immediately I knew it was a problem. Why it was a problem? The minute you see there is a double resistance in there, the market is going to get in trouble. So immediately what you do, you cut off your losses on that trade, and you immediately move your trailing stop and to be as little as possible, and you hide behind the any fib line near to your entry. When you make $1,000 on your previous trade or $500 on your previous trade and you still want to continue, that's fine, as long as you understand when the market is in trouble, you immediately run for cover and you wait on the next signal. You know, you don't just look at from the kitchen window and waiting on the dollar to fall to your hands. So trading, you cannot be blind, guys. I mean, I don't know who's those guys are fooling who. You cannot be blind in the market, for God's sake. And I'm saying it not, go ahead and purchase any system you like. But just whatever you do, don't get blind with it. If you're thinking about turning your eyes, close your eyes in this trade-in, please don't. Stay away from the trade-in. It's not good for you. So you cannot turn your eye blind on anything, even if you are auto trading, because when this market is having a problem or the market is a sideways and you don't read it, even if you are using a fully automated trade, you're going to get whacked. You're going to lose money. And the smart ones, they understand when to take the trades, protect their profit, and leave. Not staying in here. So right now, after a big struggle, the ES has broke that double resistance, and I'm out of it. And I don't care. Do I need to go ahead and jump into this trade anymore? Leave it alone. You do not take a trade in the middle. You slip that trade, let it be, and next signal, if everything is okay, when the auto trade taking the next signal, you will be on it. The problem is on this one here, it stayed for 5-10 minutes struggling on breaking the double resistance. That's fine. We skipped on that trade. We moved the trailing stop as close as it could be to limit our losses on that trade, and we got stopped out. That's fine. So right now, we crossed the double resistance, and now we are having a problem with 33.64.25. And I don't want to get involved in that trade. I don't want to get involved in that trade. So it's okay to skip trade or two, or it's okay to skip one signal or not. You know. So, and there we go here. This is another example. We have a fired signal on the NASDAQ. It came in exactly to 11,025, and the NASDAQ was screaming at you 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. It's telling you I'm having a problem here. So whether you are auto trading, manual trading, you're having a problem here. Whether you like it or not. You have a problem at this level, 11,000.25. It's irrelevant if you are manual or auto trading. You know, it does not give an access to a guy is auto trading and stop the guy is doing manual trading. It's the same. You know, so this is very important for this guy. I have a couple $1,000 in his hand and I want to bang on the market. Just hold off a little bit. Take a cold shower and come back, sit down here and try to understand how to trade before you just say, I don't want that much. I only need 5,000 a day. So there we go. 11,025. And now the market is struggling on the NASDAQ. Should I stay on that trade or should I go ahead and get rid of it? Get rid of it. On the previous trade, you have over $1,400, and that trade didn't go. Should I stay on that trade, or should I protect my profit? We're done for today. Close your Ninja and go home. Guys, I'm sorry I'm picking on you guys, whoever is out there. Whether you believe me or not, or you take me serious or not, one day you're going to go back to those videos and reading them. Because I'm really bored coming on the YouTube and every day is trying to get aggravated over people don't understand how the trades come in. I will try to we have a lot of requests about the reversals, and we have an auto trade on the reversal. We find a bug on Monday, and now we are upgrading the reversal. But I wanted to. We have some people requesting that, and I will try to see if I can make it this week and try to. Look, this is the same story here. Look, the same story. We have a signal fired on the NASDAQ. It's exactly what happened on the ES. So for somebody cannot learn from the first time, he can learn from the second time. Look, where is the fib line? Look, it's 1097050. Where it was, right below the signal. And look what happened. It's in trouble. Very simple, guys. I don't need a brainer to see that. Very simple. So do I need to keep looking at it or close it immediately? You see, it's the same story on the NASDAQ, Russell, ES, whatever you want. It's the same story. Once this market come into certain level, you gotta be watching it like a hawk, you know, and try to understand if this market is in trouble when you are in a trade, or you can get away with it. As simple as that. Now, for the guys that like swing trading or they like a little bit more, you can use those levels to the 3 minutes, 5 minutes if you like, you know. And let me give you an example. Most of you are a NASDAQ trader. Here is a 3 minutes. When you are using the 3 minutes, the 1 minute is a bit noisy. When you are using the 3 minutes and the 5 minutes, when you're using the 3 minutes and the 5 minutes, it's less noises in the market. So toss all the indicators out, throw all the indicators out, tell me which part you cannot trade on that one here. We fired a short in here. You don't take the short in here, that's for sure. You put a sell order under 11.03. The market dropped from 111.03 all the way to the support area at 11.004. Non-stop. And there is nothing in between on those trades. Look at this. The market stayed on the NASDAQ on 11.002, going back, drop again on the same number, drop again on the same number. Finally, the broke up, and where it did catch on the double support area. Once you see double support area, double resistance area, you have to respect it. There is nothing you can do. When you see double support or a double resistance, you have to respect it. 8 out of 10 is going to hold. And then the market come back and is still hanging on that area here. So now what's going on with the NASDAQ? It's very simple. It's trying to climb to the 11.00350. Now here is the $1 million trade, or the $1 million question. Where is this NASDAQ hanging on? It's hanging between a resistance and a support. Especially to those guys are auto trading. If you get up in the morning and you're trying to auto trade, you're not looking at this. If this NASDAQ break the 11.00375, we're going to have a major long trades. If the market fell to break that area here, we're going to have a lot of choppy day. It's a very simple, and it is right front of you, and it's saying it right front of you. You do not need an indicator, or you need to pay a guy taking your money every month, and he is trading something about it. It's not even relevant to trading. So any guy can be learning, developing his own trade without paying anyone money. All those books you read, there is something missing in there. It's not the whole story. Now the NASDAQ is trying to break that line here. Once we break it and the bars close above those levels, now we are on the next rally. Now we are on the next trades. Let me give you an example again on the ES. So now we understand the situation on the NASDAQ. Once this is clear for you, you're no longer scared to take a trade or no longer scared to auto trade live. On this ES based on the 3 minutes, it is a very clear picture where the ES giving you an early warning where to short out this market, an early warning. And the second short, I would have taken the second short, not the first one, because we have the fib line, and then what you do, you put the limited order sell below that line. The market came in exactly to the support area. Exactly, this is where you need to close off your trade. It came in right in line. It's a double support area here. Then the market start going, and this is where most of those guys, they start getting lost in those area here. And look at, gentlemen, speaking of a devil, look at this, $720, $760 out of the trade, and there is a double resistance area. I'm not going to play with it. You see how directly, when we were talking about the NASDAQ, is already impacting your profit, immediately impact your profit, once you understand what's going on in the market. And look where the system came into, and look where is the resistance. Trading is not hard. It just require a little work. Just a little work and a little knowledge how to use your if you are a new, first things, Ninja Trader have unlimited support of videos for you to learn. And then once you need to learn your platform, you have to learn your platform. And then you have to learn how now on the ES, you can see how hard those area on the ES, and now where is this ES going? It's not going anywhere, gentlemen. This is a big problem on the ES. And for the ones don't have our system, go ahead and mark it. It's a 336,775, 336,825, and 336,850. Ain't gonna do it. That ES is not able to break that levels on the first try. It's not. I don't care. It's not. So it is where you need to start learning the trades. This system here, it is on our webpage. It's exactly as you see right now. There's no auto trade included. This one here is less than $1 a day. After 28 years, that's all what you need to trade. If you notice, the bars are not even color because they confuse you. So all what I need to know, or all what I need to understand is where am I in the market? Where is the problem in the market? Once you start learning those, you are 50% ahead from any other guy trading indicator or just a blindfolded auto trading. So this is, gentlemen, this is your bread. But if you wanted automatic getting rich, I don't know. Why don't you go to Las Vegas? Isn't it easier? You get free drink with it. Here you get cut and dry with no drinks. If I was you, I'll go to Las Vegas and get it over with. So now it is market on your chart, and look at this. This is a triple resistance on the ES, and a major nasty area on below the 33.6425. This is not an encouragement for anything. The only thing you can do on this is today switch your scalper signal, trying to get your trades, and on the scalper you can get, those are your scalper. You can get your ticks on the scalper, get your profit and run, because this is not really, when the market is chopped, those lines get closer and closer to each other. And this is where all the problem started, by the amateur trader. Start taking a trade and he don't know where he is. By then, any kind of auto trade with this movement now, it is long. And then when he go in long, the market goes short. He goes short, the market go long, because he's sure and blind. So as you see here, market here, there is a triple, and I'll keep my eye on it and show it to you. And we will see what happened in this one here. We have a CL trade, and it is right middle of the mess here. Let me see. Okay. Well, the trailing stop is very close to the entry, so I'm not going to mess with it. Another things you can see from the market analyzer, the scalpers now, they are in green because the market turned around, and swing trading is a struggling market today, and because of it. And there we go, Mr. Nasdaq is about to close, and I'm not going to touch it. The reason I'm not touching it, because there is a double resistance above that. So actually, on those cases like this, look at this, we are missing by one take. What you can do, you can hide behind the first fib line. Look at this, behind the first fib line. You don't adjust. If you want to close the trade, go as far as you can, close to the bar. But let it leave that trade dry and clean. At least you nailed $380 out of it. And I'll leave it alone for the next trade. Using the auto trade in conjunction with your brain, using your head and your automated trade, you will become like a silver bullet in the market. Dependent on our brain alone is no longer valid. You cannot just be, we all smoked out somewhere on the daily stress between kids, daily life. We all stressed out. So the brain by itself is no longer valid, and the auto trade by itself is not good enough. So, but when you combine knowledge, brain, and automatic trading, then you have a power. In 2020, you cannot just go ahead and pull the market by using an auto trade based on MACDs and ATRs. It no longer exists. If you were born in the 70s, that would have been a different story. Now, I don't care about the money. I want to keep concentrating on every situation. This is another story on the YM. The YM took the trade, and it is holding at 280.48. And you have to sit and watch it like a hawk, because this is where you can say, I will take it or I will leave it. And as you see, look at this. Look at this accuracy. Now it's trying to break that area here. I don't need anyone put me in a room for 1 year taking my money to tell me what is going to happen next. I don't want to pay anyone $300-400 a month to give me a blessing. What I wanted to, I can sit down and watch it like a hog in here. If this market able to break it or not. If it's not able to break it, I will take the needle up and close on $200 in my pocket. I don't need a brainer to tell me what is going to happen here. If this market break out that area here, now I am on a different level of trade. Now I'm gonna aim in for $400 on that trade or $500 on that trade. Now to secure my profit, it's too early. I can see there is a problem here on the double resistance area here, but I want to secure my profit. You take it and you put it right below this line and securing my profit on it. And now it is out. My mission is out of it, and I nailed $200 out of this one. Is finished, is over. So what I'm trying to tell you is you evaluate your situation when the market, when your auto trade is taking a trade, whether you are using the signal or you are using any different type of auto trade. You have to understand your destination on that trade and where is this trade having a problem with, because it is your problem to understand, not the auto trade. The auto trade cannot help you on a double support or a double resistance or a chop market. Cannot help you. It's not going to get away with it because Mr. Tom have an auto trade, so we're going to let him go through the double support or a double resistance. And Mike, we're not going to let him go because he is a manual trader. It's going to be on every trader. So now if we look at this ES, what did we say? Go back to the video. What did we say? Ain't going to happen. And then it did not happen. The ES did not cross triple resistance. It's a mess. It is more mess in here. So now here is the question. After we understand what happened on the ES, we understand this mess on the support area, and we understand the mess is on the resistance area. Which guy is going to turn any auto trade on, for God's sake? Just tell me which guy is able to turn on the auto trade on the ES. Now, you know, I don't care what auto trade you have. It could be from ours or somebody else. Tell me, how dare you turn on the auto trade right now after you understand the fact? You wouldn't dare turn on the auto trade right now. There is a huge support area and there is a huge resistance area, and your ES got stuck in here and it got stuck in here. Tell me how you're going to make money. The only time you are able to make money in here is if you rely on your trade, your knowledge. Then you can scalp this ES and make your money by force. So, this is guys, honest to God truth about trading. And what you do with it is up to you. Let me see what else we have. Right now we don't have anything. We have a small trade on the NASDAQ. Okay, let's go ahead, and I want to approach this NASDAQ. The NASDAQ, as we see, has fell and now is going back. That's okay, let it be. Nothing I can do on that NASDAQ. I want some technical trades. I want some technical ones. There is no trade on the ES, so no use to talk about it. Well, they pop out in a second. I don't have to worry about it. Guys, we're taking a break. It's hot with those computers. And we'll be right back in 5 minutes. Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm picking on you guys today to understand the fib lines. Before we start looking at the P&L, I want you to understand how the market works. This can be used for stocks, forex, whatever you want to use, you can use it. Here is again to the ES trader. We have this level 33.67.75. How many times this ES trying to break it? How many times? Look at it, gentlemen. You tell me how many times. It's very clear on YouTube. You tell me how much, which part you don't understand in it. Especially those guys like to auto trade. They don't put the fib lines on their auto trades. Tell me which part you don't understand in it. You tell me what's going on in the ES. So for this guy worldwide trying to trade the ES today, can you imagine how many people are on a buying position right now? Can you understand worldwide this poor guy sitting by himself, not knowing what's going on in the market, trying to go long? How many you think? 10,000, 20,000 people? 30,000 traders? From Ninja Trader to Meta Trader to Signal to you name it. How many people are trying to go long on the ES right now? So ES is a tradable once you understand the market. It isn't institutional, becoming institutional, but it is tradable once you understand the trick in the market. You will know it. On the scalper, we are free from the trade on the ES for that reason. At the moment, I'm trying to find any open position on the ES without even looking at that chart. I know my auto trade on an ES is having a problem. I'm trying to find one opening position on the ES to show you. There we go, I found one. Without even looking at that chart, I know, I spot it, that the ES is going to be in trouble. And it is in trouble. Here to those folks, they say this is rubbish. And I'm only going to auto trade. And I don't care what the crazy Sam's saying. Here is an auto trade, is in trouble. So I'm trying to, very important for me, for this guy want to auto trade, whatever your hard purchase on the auto trade, very fine, whether here or somewhere else. But to please try to understand that you cannot auto trade without understand the market. So this one here, if it's a couple $100 losing trade or $300 losing trade, before you start, give me that trick that today I will make 300, and the 300 I'll make it 600, and the 600 I'll make it 1200. Before you pull that trick on me, because I've heard it so many times, 5% every day, 10% every day, and then you are on 8,000, and the 8,000, 16,000, and the 16,000, 32,000. Before you do that, before you start counting your future money, try to count your future losses, please, because you hear it always, that theory, that how to double up their money. If you lose every day $200, buddy, you are on $50,000 down every year. If you are losing one trade a day, you are $50,000 a year down. So before you say, if I make the 300, I'll make it 600, and the 600, 1200, and the 1200, 1400, I'm going to give you another idea. If you lose 200 today, and tomorrow 200, and the day after tomorrow 200, that's $600 you are in the hole, because you are refusing to understand the market. So it does not work with me, this 30 it is on the net, where you get 5% every day profit, and 10% and 20%, and then 40%, then 100%. It's not going to work, buddy. Count your losses before you count your winning. So I'll give it to you the opposite direction, sir. There we go. Again, we are on the run. I don't know how many times we made winning trade on the NASDAQ. And you know the ES is a set case. We know the ES is a set case after we have explained what's going on in the ES. It's not the auto trade, even if the auto trade is from some other company and you're not making money on the ES today. Whoever you bought that ES from, give this guy a break, because here's your story on the ES. So it's not your auto trade. It is you don't understand what's going on in the market. So there we go. Here is the situation I want to cover. We are in the middle between the support area at 10028. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover some of it. And as you see here, the NASDAQ came into the support area at 11028 and pulled back. Where is my trading stop? Hiding below the support area. Two options here is going to happen. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. Either this market going to go to the 11041, or the market is going back and knock me out of those trades, which I'm going to make it a little bit tighter, because I have $400 in my pocket and I'm not going to let it fly. Now, if this market decides to go to the 11041, that's very good. So now we are talking about around $800 to $1,000 trade. So I'm done for today. Again, I'm done for today. Does not mean you're going to sit and bang on the market all day long. Does mean you are done. Go home, close your ninja, go home. You know, because on the next trade you might lose this 1,000. You know, I cannot guarantee you the next trade you're going to be making money. I cannot guarantee anything. So now we understand how the situation on the NASDAQ. And now if this market is going to hit the 11041, this is where the next problem I have on the NASDAQ. However, if you want to combine and be advanced to it, even if you are scalping the market, forget the swing trade in the black chart. If you want to understand if this market going to make it to the next level or not, you don't go ahead and put an indicator in there. What you do, you look at the ES. Here is the story with the ES and the NASDAQ. Look at this ES. It don't need a brainer, guy, and you don't need to pay anyone to teach you the market. You're getting it free right here, right now, without even collecting your email. If this ES break the 33.6925, your NASDAQ is going to hit the 11041. If the ES is not able to break that area, your NASDAQ is going to go back and knock you out of that trade. You don't need a light bulb for it. You don't need an indicator for it. You don't need anything for it. You don't need any guy to pay him. You can do it yourself, gentlemen. You can develop your own trading. So as you see here, if this ES break the 33.69, this one here is going to hit the 11041. So the Mr. NASDAQ here is waiting on Mr. ES. And this applies to everything you do. Whether you are an ES trader or not, you have to look at it. So now we are sitting. Now where is the key on your trade with the NASDAQ? It is on the ES if he's going to break that line or not. It does not require even to color your bars. You don't need to color your bars. They are fake colors. So as you see, let's just give me 5 minutes out of your time and then do whatever you want. Keep your eye on the ES and keep your eye on the NASDAQ. Where is this ES playing with? What number? This is your key. This is your key on that trade with the NASDAQ to make $1,000 or walk away with $400. and both are on Autotrade. As we see the ES is going 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times on the 69.25. So now we understand where we are on that trade with the NASDAQ. Now we understand we have $600 in our pocket. We want to take it or leave it. Now we understand if this trade is going to make us $1,000 or it's going to give us banana at the end of the day. So there we go. As we watch this 15-second ES is trying to break that area, the 69.25. And there we go. Now we switch. Now you can see how the market is building momentum. And let's see how this market... I'm not keeping my eye on the NASDAQ trade anymore. I'm keeping my eye on the ES. It is very important for me to understand if this ES going to break that area or not. So as we see from here, it's been 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bars, 4 bars, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bars having a problem with that area here. And this is a plenty time for the trader, take it or leave it. And there we go, gentlemen. Once this ES break and the bar close above that line, we are home free with $1,000. So for the guy who wants me to tell him how much he will be making tomorrow, nothing. If you don't know the market, I can give you all the tools on this earth, and you will still rack it. So there we go. Now we understand the ES broke that area here, and now we are climbing to the target. To secure our profit, which is too early, we're going to go ahead and drag the trailing stop right below the support area. So at least now we're not on a $400. We secured $700-800 on that trade. This is how you're going to change your job. This is the only way how to change your job. Let's keep our eye on the ES and the NASDAQ in conjunction with each other. To look at the bigger picture on the ES, I want to understand what's going on in the market. I can see from the 1 minute where is the problem immediately, because we are struggling now with 33.70 is right here. If we break that 33.70, we are a straight shoot out to 33.73, straight shoot out. So now we understand from the 1 minute, now we understand where is the problem, and we understand once we break that area here, we're going to go. This is a basic version. We have some traders asking me, how did you make that chart? This is a basic version. You have much more advanced system to our members. You don't have the basic version. You have a much more advanced system. But I'm teaching here, Patel, I'm teaching the basic. This is, people are not members. They can get those zones. And once are members, they have a little more on the zones than those. They are include auto trades. So now we understand where we are on the ES, and we understand where we are on the NASDAQ trade. You're welcome, sir. And this is the magic number right now we are dealing. Every second, every minute, different number you have to deal with. The dealing number right now, it is 3370. This is the magic number. So right now what we are going to do, if we want to keep our eye on the NASDAQ, is coming to the support area, and if this ES break the 3370, we are on a $1,400 trade. We are already secured around $900 on that trade. And if this ES break it, it's not your auto trade, it's you. If this ES break the 3370, then we are on a $1,400 trade. And if the market not able to break it and the Nasdaq sink to the support area, you're gonna walk away with $800 or $700 on that trade. It's not your auto trade, it's you driving the auto trade. Keep your eye on the ES, please, and try to understand how to trade any given market without help or paying a guy in a room to do that. There we go. Keep your eye on the ES. There is a lot of fake moves sometimes. We don't want to get excited with fake moves. I don't care about this little things now go up a few ticks. It's irrelevant. I want to keep my eye, because what it is, when people see little movement up, then they're going to start jumping on the wagon. Oh, God, I'm going to miss the trade. I better go ahead and take a long trade. Don't get excited with 1 bar plus minus. Don't. Keep your eye on the ES. It's telling you the story as is. So this little ticks, fakes move in the market, you have to get adopted to it and not getting excited over it, and keep your eye concentrated on the ES, where it's going. So I want to combine those two together to understand where I am in the market, and I want to understand how to trade it or how much I will be getting out of that trade. Now I am 1,000 steps away ahead from those amateur traders sitting out there losing their money. I know what's going on. I know where's the problem. I know where's the danger. It's 3370. The other guy, you can beat him. He's using an ATR and a MACD. He's blind. He don't know what he's doing. He's shooting blind. You can beat him. You can take his money. Not beating him violently. I hope you don't. I mean, beat him with the market. Jesus. Yeah. So you are ahead of him. And now we are wanted to understand what happened on the 3370. As we see here, the ES is really struggling market. You don't need to see how many buyers and sellers, because it could be an order and it can be dismissed quarter second, and then you get a wrong reading. Keep your eye on the ES and the Nasdaq. That will tell you the story itself. No indicator. On those two charts, there is no indicators. No indicators. It took me 28 years to find out that. No indicators. No MACDs. No ATRs. No momentum. Nothing. No buyers. No sellers. I mean, we have this technical. I'm not saying we don't have. We have all kind of technical areas here. We can look at it. But how hard it is to understand your level. Once you understand your level, you are in the market ahead of everyone. So now let's keep our eye on the ES to see what happened and secure our trade on the Nasdaq. The ES is stopping at 3370. And there we go. I'm going to leave it as is. And I want you to see what happened. I want you to understand the power of levels. I want you to understand the power of the ES. It is very important to understand the ES and the power of levels and your fib lines and what has an impact on your trade. Now, because we have explained that, I guarantee you now there is 50% people don't mind to put the trigger or pull the trigger manually. Why is so important? Because you have August is a very lousy month to trade. You need to roll your sleeve and take some manual trades sometimes. Around the Christmas, around the summer, always when there are people on a holiday, there is no volume, volatility, all kind of mess. So you cannot hide behind an auto trade. An auto trade is wonderful things, but also we have to understand what we are auto trading. So now as you see where I have those fib lines, and you can see the ES fell. Where is my trailing stop, gentlemen? Look at this. Where is my trailing stop? It's right below the fib. How the market pulled back? Right at the fib. Is over. Done. We closed it. We made money. Look at the ES. Fell to break 3370. We've been screaming about it all day long. Now, which guy is sitting right now on a YouTube will be able to go long manual trade? Which one or which guy would dare go long on an ES? Why? Because now you understand what's going on. Now you say, I ain't taking that trade. That's what you're saying right now. And it is simple. You understand the concept now. So it's 11:19. It's extremely hot. I'm boiling here behind the computers. Guys, I'm sorry I get excited a little bit, but for your own safety. I want to say thank you very much for today. I don't know if I have time to do this week the reversal, but I want to cover the reversal too. But maybe it will be next week. I want to say thank you very much, and God, please be safe for your family safety. And tomorrow will not be any webinar. It will be on Thursday.